So, good evening. My name is Celine, and you're in the right place at the right time. Let me just get the presentation, the slideshow started. So, it's an instant payment system that you're about to see. We are going to show you how to accumulate Bitcoin for free. So, we'll just get straight into the presentation. Everyone should have heard about Bitcoin by now. Bitcoin has been dominating the financial news for the past 12 months. And here we see Forbes and Time magazine. They're telling their readers that Bitcoin is the future and that cryptocurrency is the wallet without the government. So there's a revolution going on out there, guys. Don't get left behind. You're in the right place to see how to really accumulate the Bitcoin quite quickly. Blockchain, if everyone should be familiar with the term blockchain, what it is that it's a digital ledger that records all of the transactions. And it's not just with the currencies that blockchain is used, it's used throughout the world in different industries. You'll hear a lot of different companies are now talking blockchain and wanting to incorporate blockchain into their business model. So it is the biggest disruption in our history. Now, I'm sure you can't remember the last time you sent a letter through the post. Well, cryptocurrencies are going to do to banks what email did to the postal service. So that should give you a clear sort of like idea where we're going to be 10 years from now. Cryptocurrency will replace the banks, and that's why we're getting a lot of resistance. Now, what we have here, this platform is a crowdfunding platform. So it's a crowdfunding platform with a difference. So it's a leverage, massive leverage system. Now, for those of you that aren't familiar with the term crowdfunding, basically a person who has an idea or project visits the platform that brings together individuals or groups that support that person. So they will donate to that person for their project to succeed, to help fund their project. And that platform that brings them together are usually online-based, online crowdfunding platforms. Okay, so what we have here is the biggest secret on the internet today. It's MLS Bitcoin Club. It's the instant payment system. It pays you instantly. No other system out there pays you instantly straight to your independent e-wallet. Now, this is the founder and visionary, Mr. Darry Perkinson. He's a master trader. His nickname is Wall Street. So that should give you an idea of where he is coming from. He served in the military for 20 years and he's a computer engineer. And he created this system because he got tired of being scammed, losing his Bitcoin to scam operations. There are many in the world of cryptocurrency. So he wanted to create a safe system, a safe environment for members to accumulate Bitcoin for free, and whilst you're growing your financial knowledge. And there's a big educational element here, and all the education, financial education you get on this platform is offered to you for free. Now, that will elevate your family and your lifestyle. Now, our education is over 3 phases. Just mute everyone. Okay, so phase 1 is starter level, where you get to learn about Crypto 101, which is e-wallets. It covers the e-wallets and hard wallets, soft wallet, cold wallet, warm wallets. It tells you how to store your Bitcoin or your cryptocurrency safely. You get to learn about Trezor, dongles, hard wallets. Now, Crypto 102 teaches you about all the other alternative coins. So in the beginning, there was Bitcoin, and then all the other coins came after the altcoins. So alternative, that's what they're called, altcoins. So you learn about level 1 how to incorporate yourself so that you can minimize your tax liability. It's actually easier than you think. It's not as complicated as you might think. Now, level 2 and level 3 gives you an introduction to trading, as well as learning about foreign exchange trading. You learn about cryptocurrencies trading as well, and also trading with algorithms. Now, level 4 gives you training on how to create your solo 401k plan and trust. Now, this is quite popular among the elite and in America, but most people don't know what one is, and this is where you really get to learn how to maximize your income. Now, phase 2 of the education begins at level 5, where you learn how to increase your credit score and build up your credit. Now, because you're going to be accumulating a lot of Bitcoin, you will need to improve your credit score as well. Level 6 teaches you how to pay off your home in 5 to 7 years, and gives you all the principles on how to do that. Now, phase 3 of the education starts at level 7, where you have the offshore accounts. You learn how to open and manage your offshore account to further reduce your tax liability. Now, a lot of people may recognize this or may not. This was made famous by Robert Kiyosaki. He's the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I'm sure you've heard of the name of the book. Now, this quadrant shows you 4 ways. These are the 4 ways to produce income that people can make money, either as an employee, a business owner, self-employed, or investor. Now, on the left side, this is where you don't really have that much leverage, either as an employee or a self-employed person. The only difference is that you have a job as an employee. As a self-employed person, you own a job, and you use all of your time to make that money. Now, we would rather be on the right side of the quadrant, a business owner or preferably an investor, because a business owner still has a lot of work to do. You own a system, so you have to manage that system, but you have people working for you that will help you manage that system and make that money in the end. But there's still quite a lot of work to do. Where we want to be an investor, where you own your investments and your money is working for you to make more money. That's where we want to be, with maximum leverage and residual income. Now, when we're talking about Bitcoin, back in 2012, one Bitcoin was worth about $10, if you can believe it, $10. Now, by 2013, there was a bit of an explosion, and Bitcoin rose to about $100. It fluctuated between, I think it was $600 or $800, and it came back down to $100. That's the year it dropped by 95% in value, back down to $100. But in 2014, it exploded and beyond $500. And you could buy a hell of a lot more groceries with that same amount of Bitcoin that you started off with back in 2012, being worth just $10. Now, predictions, 2 predictions. 2020, one Bitcoin is predicted to be worth $100,000. John McAfee actually predicts that by 2020, one Bitcoin will be worth $1 million. Okay, so just put that into context. Imagine if you had 75 Bitcoins in your possession, in your e-wallet, in your hard wallet by 2020. How much would you be worth? Now, with the MLS Bitcoin Club, there are 10 Bitcoin centers. Here they all are. You start at the beginning and it goes up. You've got a Ruby, the bigger levels where there's a lot of Bitcoin being generated are named Ruby, Emerald, Diamond, and so on. But we start at the beginning we recommend everyone does the fast track because that will help you elevate to level 2 and level 3 quicker. And we shall show you now, you've got a choice to build your wealth slowly or fast. We prefer the fast track, but let's see the slow track. Let's start the starter level. Now, if you were just to do the starter level, you would just send a Bitcoin donation. It's a member-to-member platform. So you send a Bitcoin donation of 0.0167 Bitcoin. At today's price, it's about £90 into the system, which goes to another member. And then you need to get 2 people here. You get 2 people here and here. Let me just annotate. So you get 2 people here and here. Okay, and then it's a system of duplication. So they are going to do the same thing as you and send a Bitcoin donation of 0.0167 Bitcoin and bring 2 people in. Now, when your first person brings in their first person, you receive that money straight into your e-wallet. You get your first payment of 0.0167 Bitcoin. When this person gets their second person, you get another payment of 0.0167 Bitcoin. Now, your second person, assuming you've got your second person, because if you've only got your first person and they get their 2 here and here, you still get paid. It doesn't delay you that this box is empty. But when you do get this box full up, you do get your second person and they duplicate you, you get your third payment here of 0.0167, and this box, the fourth person on your B line, which is the bottom line here, is used to re-enter you into another starter level community. So it recycles this system over again, and this Bitcoin donation goes to the person that sponsored you. Okay, so it's a system of duplication. So that's how the leverage system works. Now, that's the slow track. Let's check out the fast track. Now, the fast track means that you're going to do starter level and level 1 at the same time. And so you send a Bitcoin donation to another member of 0.0167 for starter level and 0.0462 for level 1. That's worth around £340 at today's price. So again, you do the same thing. You bring in 2 people and they go here and here. This is your A line, your activation line. Now they're duplicating what you're doing. So they're going to do starter level and they're going to do level 1 at the same time. So right now it's about £340. Now with level 1, there's an admin fee of 0.0055 Bitcoin. So the total amount is worth around £340. Now this person duplicates you and gets 2 people here and here to do the same thing, to duplicate, to do the fast track. And as soon as this box fills up here, you receive your Bitcoin donation of 0.0167 and 0.0407 because they're doing starter level and level 1. The same happens here with this person, the second person. They will send in a Bitcoin donation of 0.0167 and 0.0407. Now your second person here does a duplication. Everyone just needs to get 2 people. It's very simple to do. And this person here is going to do the fast track. So you now receive your 5th and your 6th payment here straight to your e-wallet. Totals around £930, just under £1,000 at today's price. And of course, this final person here is used to recycle you again on both levels, on starter level and level 1. Okay, now if for example, the people you bring in, this person doesn't do anything, okay? But this person does. This person brings in their 2 people, okay? But this one hasn't brought in anyone. The next person you introduce is going to go here and here. They're not going to go in your A line because this person is occupying your A line, okay? So the system is designed to help you complete each level very quickly. And there's also a bit of spillover, but we won't go too much into that because people just get too carried away with that little perk. And I know what you're thinking, it looks like a pyramid. It's not a pyramid. Pyramid scheme is your job where you have a boss and you can never earn more than they do, okay? With MLS Bitcoin Club, you're your own CEO. You can out-earn the person that introduced you. The people that you introduce can also out-earn you. Now, you've got the choice to upgrade fast or slow. Everyone you introduce follows you over and over and over again. So you bring 2 people, they get 2, you get paid, you upgrade. It's really simple. Now, the pyramid scheme, everyone is stuck in their rigid position, and ultimately they're multi-level marketing recruits. And the hard-working employees, they have no chance of becoming CEO and no chance of earning the CEO's wage. With MLS, every level pays out over and over and over again. Remember, I showed you how it was recycling. So when it recycles over and over, that's when it pays out automatically. That's when you get your passive income. Now, it does that forever, which is why we get the free financial education. Okay, so this is what it is. It's a 2x2 cycler. Now, this is you in the middle, and this is your first person that you introduce, and they do the same thing, and they get 2 people. These 2 people, the Bitcoin goes straight to your pocket. Now, your second person, the first person they introduce, that goes straight to you, that goes to your pocket. But the second person they introduce is used to recycle you over again on the same level. So the last person starts again every level. Every level starts over and over. And so that's for each level, not just on one level. So it's it's continuing to generate wealth for you, generate Bitcoin, even though you've you've upgraded to other levels. The previous levels are all active. Remember, it's an instant Bitcoin club and it's member to member. This is not an investment. This is not, as we said, a Ponzi. This is a member to member crowdfunding platform, which is more powerful with the massive leverage system that has been built into this platform. Okay, so just to give you an idea, if you get up to level 3, you could earn if you just cycled those 3 levels once, you would earn 1 Bitcoin, which right now is over £5,000, £5,500. Now, as of today's date, the price of Bitcoin makes, if you were to cycle over 3 times, makes it worth over £16,500. Because remember, each level cycles over and over and over again. Okay. Now, Bitcoin today, to be precise, is £5,390. Your basic strategy pays out £270 in Bitcoin at today's price. Now, the first time you complete a community, you complete a cycle, you get to keep £21 out of that Bitcoin, which is not great. There's no profit on this level, which is why we recommend you do the fast track. But guess what? The second time you cycle starter level, you get to keep all of that money. Okay, now advanced strategy pays out over £900. That's starter level and level 1. When you complete the first cycle, you get to keep £350. So that's your money back straight away. And you've got enough to upgrade to the next level. Now, the second time you complete a cycle of starter and level 1, you get to keep all of it. You don't have to upgrade again to the next level. You get to keep all of that Bitcoin. Now, let's see what happens in the higher levels. Level 2 pays out £1,629. The first time you cycle, you get to keep £512. The second time you cycle, you get to keep it all. Now, you get to get all of this is profit. Remember, if you do the fast track, you've already made your money back and it's in your pocket. You don't have to use that money to upgrade. Now, once you've upgraded to level 3, you'll see how much it gets quite exciting. Over half a Bitcoin is approximately £3,245. That's how much it's paying out. The first time you cycle, again, you keep £512 worth of that Bitcoin because you're going to use the rest of that to upgrade to level 4. Second time you cycle, you get to keep all of that Bitcoin. Okay. And remember, each previous level is cycling over and over. So you can cycle 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Now, level 4 pays 1.5 Bitcoin, over 1.5 Bitcoin, which is approximately £8,097. The first time you cycle, you get to keep approximately £2,668 worth of that Bitcoin because you're going to use the rest of that to upgrade to level 5. And the next time you cycle, you get to keep all of that Bitcoin. Okay. Now, the game is to elevate to the higher levels. There's no point sitting at starter level, cycling over and over and over on starter level without upgrading to the next level, because the next level is where you get the real money, the big Bitcoin. Now, all the members you introduce, they follow you over and over and over again, which is why it's good to get people that understand this is a crowdfunding platform, that you're here, that you want to recruit people that are looking for ways to raise money for a project, or they have an ambition, whether it could be, you know, get a new car, go on holiday, you know, buy a house, you know, when you have 75 Bitcoin, that's a lot of money. That's over £300,000. Now, once you join a community, you never have to pay again forever. So you make one payment at the beginning and then that's it. You don't pay ever again. Everything that you use to upgrade is profit. It's not from your pocket. And as I said earlier, as you saw, if you start with the fast track, you'll get your money back and you'll have enough to upgrade to the next level straight away. So there's an enrollment fee for a limited offer of limited time of $49. Now, on your anniversary, the enrollment fee the annual membership fee will kick in, which is only $99. And when you consider how much Bitcoin you'll be accumulating, it's really not anything to write home about, that membership fee. Now, massive leverage system in a nutshell: you get 2 people, they get 2 people, you get paid, you upgrade. It's as simple as that. Get 2, they get 2, you get paid, you upgrade. It's a very, very simple system. No complicated compensation plan or anything like that. It's a follow me 2x2 matrix with spillover. So you do get a bit of assistance to help with filling up your community. Now, wealth strategies are taught by some of the industry's best. It's a global opportunity with fast growth. It's growing fast. It's automated payments. They go straight to your e-wallet, and every level pays out over and over again forever. Okay, so I've just shown you how to get Bitcoin for free. You know, everyone says, oh, but I could just buy a bit of Bitcoin. Yes, you could buy a fraction of a Bitcoin. Some people may be able to afford 1 Bitcoin, but in a year's time, in 2 years' time, all you'll have is that one Bitcoin or that fraction of a Bitcoin. What we have here is a massive leverage system that is designed to accumulate Bitcoin. So you're going to be accumulating Bitcoin for free. And we give you the free financial education as well to cope with all that additional wealth. So all that remains is for you to choose your strategy. The advanced strategy costs just £377, less than £400 for the advanced strategy. And Bitcoin is rising. Bitcoin is rising. For those of you that just joined earlier, we were looking at the charts, and Bitcoin is rising. It's given a buy signal, it's going up. So now is the time to get started. So this will cover when you go to buy Bitcoin. If you buy 0.0699 Bitcoin, that will cover all your fees and your activation fee and starter level and level 1. If you're not ready to do advanced strategy, you can start off with basic strategy, and then you can upgrade. You can pay for level 1 at a later date. You can do that. This one, if you were to just start off with the basic strategy, is less than £130 to get started. So we're leveraging small amounts of money to accumulate vast amounts of Bitcoins, okay? And so 0.0237 Bitcoin will cover your starter level and your activation fee. So get back to the person who introduced you, join for free, log in and find out more information. Because remember, there's a big educational element to the platform. So you will be able to learn more if you just register with the link that the person who introduced you to the call, to this webinar. Get back to them, sign up for free, join for free, and log in and find out more information. Okay, you'll be able to find out all the information you need on the platform. And when we look at what's happening next, we've got a new schedule. We are hosting these webinars every Monday only. So every Monday night at 9 p.m. on this channel. And every Sunday we host training, UK training at 9 o'clock on this channel. So the training is very valuable, helps people with tips on how to recruit people and how to invite people. We say don't present, just invite them onto the webinar so they can see the presentation themselves, and they will be able to ask any questions and have any of their questions answered. Okay, so now it's time for you to make that critical walk. It's time. So I am going to stop the recording now. Thank you. Let's do that.